It's the woman's responsibility. If she knows a man isn't responsible already, and she knows he has other kids and not taking care of them, or it's just,
Let's
or
get
if
into
he's
this.
just a community.
Let's get into this.
You know what? That's what he was saying. That's what he was saying, but then he got on the men too. But that's what he was saying. You know what I mean? And getting back to my girlfriend. So I was like, well, you gotta take accountability. Like, in other words, when you lay down and have a baby, right, with these men, whether you was in a relationship, and I'm not talking about nothing with somebody being violated, okay, and you get pregnant. We ain't talking about that. We're talking about strictly just on consensual sex, whether it's a one night stand.
Before we get into that, let me get into this real quick. Salute. I see you, McDowell, in the building. I want to respond to Spitting Fire. You know what I'm saying? I want to respond to Spitting Fire. Salute to her. She did a response video to a video that I did yesterday about bad parenting. I actually was covering commentary from a Tripping with Trip, or The Trip. He's a new YouTuber. You can find him Tripping with Trip. And he was talking about vindictive parents and him co-parenting with a vindictive person or whatever. So I wanted to kind of give my perspective to what he was talking about or whatever case may be. I also tagged some people. Spitting Fire pulled up and was like, I asked her to give her response. So this is her response that I'm listening to right now. And I felt like she was making some good points. She said, she asked me, did I take the video down? I didn't take the video down. So the video's still up, so y'all guys can check it out. But as she gives her commentary or whatever, I'm also going to kind of provide another perspective or whatever case be on what she was saying or whatever. So again, I'm hoping that you guys are having a phenomenal day. I'm definitely having a phenomenal day. It is hot in Texas. It's hot in Texas, but I wanted to do this real quick or whatever while I had a little bit of time or whatever case be. So let's get straight into this. Again, this is Spitting Fire. You guys make sure that you go check her out. Very dope, content creator. The other gentleman I was talking about is Tripping with Trip. Y'all check him out. He's a new content creator. So y'all go pull. Spitting Fire's in the building. Salute. I'm listening to your commentary right now, and I'm gonna provide some feedback. I listened to about 30 minutes, and I said, you know what? Let me stop this thing, rewind it a little bit, so I can give some commentary or whatever. So again, if you guys are in the building, make sure that you go check out those content creators. Very dope. Just great perspective. And how they break down certain things or whatever. So I'm gonna get into this real quick. If I tagged you in a video, I want to hear from you. So make sure that you give me your response. Let's get to this.
Whether you was in a relationship, well, not really in a relationship, but whether it's a one night stand or a side piece or whatever the situation is, right? And he was saying women have this thing of, if you decide chick or whatever, they think that if they have this baby, for some reason, things gonna change. You know what I mean? He was like, and for some reason, people thinking things are gonna change. I was like, yeah. I was like, he's right. A lot of women think that way. A lot, not all, but a lot. You know what I mean? He was like, some have religious beliefs, but he's like, a lot of women think that way. And he was using the term, the same way you got them, will be the same way you lose them. We all know that saying.
So like I said, I'm going to be pausing this as we go further into the video. But yeah, I believe that. I'm going to tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, if you have children, or if you are that person and you're naive to believe that a baby is going to keep a man, a pregnancy is going to change the narrative from one night stand to wifey, from one night stand to number one girlfriend. We now gonna move into the house together, and we're gonna build this relationship or whatever case may be. Stop it. It's not happening. You see what I'm saying? If you have a situationship, an extended one night stand, friends with benefits, whatever it is that you think the narrative is, if you guys were not in a seriously committed relationship before the baby, before the pregnancy, 9 times out of 10, and I'm waiting for a man to pull up so I can light his ass up with some bullshit. 9 times out of 10, that man don't want to be with you. He don't consider you wife material. He don't consider you the main girlfriend material. He don't want to move in with you. I'm trying to give you some tough love, but I'm trying to stop the babies, goddammit. Stop bringing these babies in here like this baby is going to be the glue to the foundation. This baby is going to make all the negative positive. I'm trying to save some people because right now, I don't know who raised you. I'm about to piss somebody off. I don't know who raised you. I don't know who gave you this thing like, okay, well, if I just have this baby, it'll make everything okay. I know he got 4 girlfriends, but I'm going to be the #1 contender once this baby is born. If I carry this baby for a couple of months, we can keep the pumping going. We can keep the extended one-night stand. What's going to happen is that man is going to resent you. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have a child that man told you he probably didn't want or he never talked to you about. And there is going to be a level of resentment for you. Now, I'm not going to say this man is not going to love that child, right? I'm going to say that he is going to have a certain level of resentment for you. Spitting Fire says something, and I don't want to paraphrase the Spitting Fire. I want them to hear straight from the horse's mouth. But when she say it, I'm going to pause it again. So here we go. Pull up, goddammit. We talking today. We talking.
Okay, so Fire said most women be vindictive due to the man's not wanting to be with her after she made it work someone else, so she in her feelings because they didn't work, so she's in her feelings. That too. Okay, that too. So when he was talking about
when she said he, she's talking about me.
Women. He was talking about one channel. I forgot what he said that channel.
Oh, okay. Let me do this real quick. Trippin' with T is a channel name that I was using commentary from, and he was talking about being a co-parent to a vindictive person. So Trippin' with T is his name, Spitting Fire. Trippin' with T. Hold on, let me check my for some reason it doesn't stay on here. Some give advice they don't follow. Some of these babies having babies is generational. Definitely, Raz girl, I see you. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, right? You know what I'm saying? We all learn from our mistakes. We all are not perfect or whatever the case be. But I'm telling you right now, if you've never heard raw commentary from a man in regards to seeing, first of all, I've definitely been in a situation where I've had soldiers, military officers, military soldiers, and we've sat down and had these conversations. And I'm telling you right now, when you are in a situation where you've had one-night stands, situationships, i.e. one of y'all in another relationship, so y'all just messing around on the side, and then all of a sudden a baby comes into the mix. I'm trying to give you the real. The real is that man doesn't want the baby. Now you're trying to figure out now, after having all these one-night stands and the situationships and being the side chick or being the side dude, you're now trying to figure out, okay, how does this baby fit into a narrative of nonsense? A narrative of bullshit. You're trying to figure out how do you play Tetris and squeeze this baby into the narcissism that you guys have been promoting. Fucking in narcissism. Fucking in toxic. You're trying to figure out, well, if I put this baby in the middle of us, maybe that'll make this situation that much better. And I'm trying to tell you, no, boo-boo, that's not how it goes. That's not how it goes. And there's going to be a lot of people, because you don't subscribe to their narrative. Well, the narrative is this. If I was the side chick, you now have to marry me. If I was the side chick, you now have to make me the main chick. You now must leave everybody else and everything else that you were doing alone and pay attention to me. And I'm just telling you the truth. That's not how it works. You having a baby does not mitigate someone to just pay close attention to you. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. This is for, I'm going to save some people. I'm going to save some people. Penis and vagina. Okay. Penis and vagina does not dictate how you spend the rest of your life. Some of you all feel like it does. If I give you this vagina and I get pregnant, I automatically control your life for the rest of your life. If I give you this penis and you get pregnant, I automatically control your life for the rest of your life. That's not how it works. If they didn't want to be with you before the baby, 9 times out of 10, they ain't gonna want to be with you after the baby. I'm just saying, I'm about to piss somebody off. Let me play this. Come on, Spitfire, talk to me. Talk to me.
Go up. Because if the man name was Tiff. It started with a T.
Tripping with Trip.
It was Tiff something. And I wanted to subscribe to that
McDaniel
channel.
said, what Miss Daniel said?
Subscribe. Because I want to show, black people love. And I want to shout on my channel to show.
Hold on, let me do something real quick. Miss McDaniel says, my parents had me in a marriage, so I strongly believe in raising children in union. Let's deal with that shit for 1 second, y'all. Having a child in a union. In a union, I love you, I respect you, I cherish you. I'm gonna be loyal to you, faithful to you. I want to build with you. I want to be your protector, your provider. I want to be a role model, not only to our children, but to the people in the community that see us. I want to be with you. Well, that's different than we just fucking. That's different than, yeah, what you doing? Okay, what you wearing? Oh, you ain't got no drawers on. Okay, you crazy. Yeah, all right. All right, yeah, all right. Yeah, just leave the door unlocked. Okay, you running a bubble bath. Girl, you know I don't take no goddamn baths. Okay, yeah, run the shower, yeah, okay. All right, Bath and Body Works. Oh, the candles, yeah, you know I like the candles. I like the ambiance, you know what I'm saying? I like the ambiance. Right, I'm on my way. All right, okay, cool. Bruh, you smash and dash. She don't even let you spend the night, motherfucker. You do what you got to do, and then you skedaddle. Then you put a baby in the mix, and now you acting like y'all the Jeffersons. Well, we moving on up. Y'all act like y'all the Jeffersons or some shit. Come on, bro. Come on now. A union. You exactly right. A union.
Have some really issues. I think I know this guy. No, anyway. This YouTuber was having some issues with his baby mama. And I don't know if whenever he wants to see his children, she calls the police, or she's always gone and, you know, play all those type of games. Or if he out late, she calls the police on him, and all those type of things. Now we gonna get into this. Ivan, hi, how you doing? AP, what's going on, baby? What's going on? We are going to get into this. Y'all, this is one of these conversations where we all gonna be engaging. Okay, we all will be engaged. I'm going to try my best, because normally when I do commentary, I don't look at the chat, but I'm going to try my best to engage all this tonight, because it's not right or wrong. I want men and women to have conversations in the chat about this.
No doubt.
Why? Okay, what I'm going to ask the question is, why are women vindictive after they have a baby with a man? Whether they with him or not, one night stand or whatever. Why women become vindictive a lot of times? Some of the times. Why do you think it's hard for a woman to co-parent with a man that she had a baby by, that she's no longer with? So let's get in the chat and let's find out. Hi, Bria Z from Hawaii. How are you? I can't wait to get my new software up and going, because when people come in, it shows, comes in the chat and stuff like that. Blessed to see you, blessed to see you too, Asia. I love you so dearly. Is it the woman's responsibility, and why are women so vindictive? Well, here's what I'm going to say. And it's an excuse, but it's no excuse, if you know what I mean. Like, it's an excuse that women do or does, but it's really no excuse in reality, okay? Because a lot of times things are a fairy tale. Hey, no trust the
I think she's gonna repeat the question.
Women sometimes, and I think never trust the soul. What are you over on Tough Love today? Thank you, Bria Z. Thank you. I love your energy too. Thank you. I found you there.
Hey y'all, and listen. I understand that, you know, it's gonna happen, and this is gonna happen. Okay, I don't know if it's trolls or whatever case may be. I ask that you guys, if you don't like the content creator, that's fine. But I ask that you be respectful and listen to the message. It's very important that we do that. You see what I'm saying? So do me a favor. Don't anybody video that I'm I'm playing and I'm giving commentary on, it's not for us to take shots at them. It's not for us to disrespect them. It's for us to listen to the message. The message. Listen to the message. Let's stay focused. All right, stay focused. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Hey, oh, you found me on Kwame's channel. Oh my God, thank you. Is somebody on Kwame's channel that likes Spitfire? You like my glasses? Some people said that they didn't like my glasses when I was over there at Kwame's channel. And I looked in there and some people said they was liking my glasses.
Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to y'all. I'm trying to monitor the chat too.
Okay.
It's an interesting conversation.
So, yeah, they are cute. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Come on, Spitty.
Girl, get them. Screw them. They ain't got no style. Thank you, Fred. Thank you so very much. I know. It was just the haters. That's all.
It was just the haters.
Hey, can't mess with it. Hey, if you don't have haters, you ain't doing nothing right. Salute AJ Graves. Hey, how are you? I'm starting to know who you is, AJ Graves. I see you a lot.
Ain't spitting fire like that lady at church. She know everybody.
Thank you.
Hey, baby. Tell your mama call me. Tell the pastor he preached his sermon today.
So, you was talking about men having babies with women that, you know, are vindictive. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God. You know what I mean? Like, wow.
Definitely.
Why do women want babies with men that they don't know or barely know or thinking that it's going to change anything?
I think what Spitting Fire just said goes exactly with what I believe that was Miss Daniels' home. When y'all comments pop up, it like fades out or whatever. Yeah, Miss Daniels, Mac Daniels. So here's my thought process, man. There is a difference between love and sex. And a lot of times we as people, us as humans, men and women, we get it caught up and we get it confused. Now, can it be a possibility that you love having a one-night stand? That you love the interaction, you love the intercourse, you love the conversation, you love the intimacy, you love the companionship. Is that hell yeah? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's just something about them that makes you feel mellow and cool and bubbly and all that other stuff or whatever. But that doesn't mean that situation warrants having a child. And I think that what we do is we say, well, all of these other blocks are right. We're checking the blocks, right? And we're not checking the blocks on anything plausible in regards to them being a good father or a good mother. We're checking the blocks on how they make us feel at that moment. You see what I'm saying? They're consistent with how good the penis is. They're consistent with how wet the wop is. They're consistent with making a sandwich or getting a warm towel after the sex is over. They're consistent with saying all the sexy shit or sending sexy ass photos or going to the club and looking a certain type of way. They're consistent with that being eye appealing, eye candy. But we don't know, or we don't check the margin on if they're consistent at being good fathers, at being good mothers. We're not consistent with that conversation. So what happens is we automatically assume, some, not all, some automatically assume that because we felt that they were good companionships to us, they stroked our ego. They noticed little things. Is that new perfume? Is that a new hairdo? Oh, I appreciate and I applaud you, and I've given you a little support here and there. We automatically assume that this child will be taken care of, that they want this child. And the issue is that that's just not true. They love that moment. They love to remember and relive those moments of intimacy, that moment of companionship. But when you bring a child into the narrative, do you have that union? Do you have that union? Have you had that conversation and say, hey, we are together, we are one, we want to build this family, we want to move forward together? And I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of times people are too afraid to talk about that because they feel like they'll lose the person that they're with. Let's talk. Spitting, let's go.
I have no idea. I personally think it stems from a fairy tale.
You're right, Spitting. You're right.
That we teach little girls
make an instant family.
You grow up, you get married, white picket fence, big wedding dress, and all those fairy tales.
You talking right here, yep.
women think that when they have a baby by a man, that he's supposed to be wanting her to be his wife, and they're gonna live together, and the baby.
Let me wake y'all ass up real quick, just in case you're going to sleep, just in case you feel like this ain't your comment, this ain't your cup of tea. Well, let me help y'all out. Ladies and gentlemen, all of the shaming when it comes to men, like let's just say you get pregnant or whatever, and the man decides that either one, he don't want to be with you, or he don't want the baby or whatever. I'm telling you what's happening right now in society. The same way that we promote women being savages, men are becoming savages, where they don't give a fuck. So all of the narrative of, well, I'll just shame him into submission. I'll shame him into submission by using my church family, using my social media family, using my biological family, using my friends of families. I'm going to shame him. I'm going to raise the flag. We're going to protest. We're going to say that this man ain't this and this man ain't that. Let me tell you something. Some of y'all been in a relationship for the last 6 years with different men, and every man y'all done had a baby. Y'all done use the same goddamn rhetoric for every man that you've been with. This is what happens when people know your life. This is what happens when people, it's tough love. This is what happens when people know your life. They know you full of shit. They know that every man you get with, there's always a baby involved. You leaving a trail of babies. The thing about it is, it's one thing for a penis to ejaculate into a vagina, but it's a whole nother thing to carry a baby for 9 months. Every other year, you pregnant by a different dude. Bro, that means you keep on promoting that same fairy tale with every man that you meet. Hold on, I ain't throwing shots and I ain't giving shade. I'm giving a message, but I ain't a preacher. You got to think about it. You're using that same rhetoric, and your family and your friends, your frenemies, your haters, even the people that are jealous, they know how you move. The people in your community, oh yeah, I remember when she did that with this other man over here. I remember when she called this other man a deadbeat. I remember when she did this, when she was sleeping with that other dude who was married. I'm telling you right now, people start to notice, because social media is real easy. And see, some of y'all love to live vicariously through social media. You put all your business on social media. So people started to notice, wait a minute, hold on. Ain't this the same thing that was posted about the other guy she was with last week, last month, last year? You should stop trying to promote this narrative of just because there's a baby, the man automatically is supposed to be with you. No, that's not how it works. So when you promote this narrative of, well, I'm gonna have these kids, and then you got this bandwagon of kids using the same rhetoric of deadbeat, of dusties, of homosexuals, of anything that you can do to promote these men at being bad. But the fact of the matter is, it's a choice. It's a choice to have a baby. It's a choice when you choose a man. That means, I'm gonna be honest with you, 2 kids in, 3 kids in. Let me ask y'all a question. At what point in time do you talk to that man and say, do you even want kids? Do you even want kids? Or are you continuing the narrative and the cycle of having one-night stands and situationships, and then producing babies from it? And now, if someone doesn't want the responsibilities of the baby that you're having and the other babies that you done had, now you run with this narrative of deadbeat and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But now the people that watch you, that know you, they're like, how the fuck can she be calling somebody a deadbeat? Because he don't want to take care of all the rest of your mistakes. Because I can only assume that they're mistakes. I can only assume that you had a one-night stand and got pregnant and had a baby. I can only assume that, right? Then you come back and you say now, oh, well, I know that I didn't have several one-night stands, and these one-night stands have led to kids. So why get with another man and repeat the cycle? Come on, y'all. Come on. I'm about to get on the guys. Don't go nowhere. Bring your ass here, boy. I'm about to get on y'all. Hold on. My thought process is, if you are a woman who protects, who cherishes your body, and you know your worth, and I get it, you done had some babies and some beautiful girls, some beautiful boys, and you love your kids, and you know all that great stuff. But the fact of the matter is, bro, how many times do you repeat the cycle? How many times do you repeat the cycle before you say, man, this shit ain't, nah, this for the birds, bro. The next dude I lay with, we having hey, what if I get pregnant, motherfucker? What you and your penis going? That's what. That's what y'all get. What you and your penis gonna do? Is your penis and you staying? I just want to know what you gonna do with your penis. Are you leaving or no? Is we gonna be together or no? And that's what y'all gotta ask. Hold on, let me get with the fellas. I want to get to the fellas, but I really want to hear the rest of Spitting Fire's commentary. So let me play. It's only fair. Let me play some of her commentary. And fellas, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna talk to y'all. Y'all ain't off the hook. And this is not about who's to blame. This is about why are we having these babies, but not having a conversation about the babies. We just expect motherfuckers to do whatever we want them to do. That's not how life works. That's not how life works. Let's play this shit. Read some of these comments while I'm listening.
Signifies this
That's women, how many children did he tell you he had, but you keep
you know what I mean?
Going.
Like if you just was really having some casual
good point,
sex
David.
or whatever, or you was a friend with benefits as he mentioned, or you was a one fling, that's what you were.
Good point, Raz girl. Good point.
It's not going to make the heart open up. It's not going to make him want you more. It's not going to change anything.
Daddy, great.
I'm going to need women to stop believing that. I'm going to need y'all to stop believing that. If you are the side chick, you know what I mean? Unless his wife divorced him and finds out about the side baby, he's never going to leave.
Pull your pants up.
He's never going to leave.
Get his whole ass out.
That's the way you would keep him. Okay, or the way
that's why I don't like to visit nobody's house. I be going to the hood.
But
yes,
that is
whole
true.
Ass out.
Because
you're in jail or something.
You can't make something right out of deception. And my friend, okay,
let me do this real quick. First of all, whether you got one baby, 16 babies, if you loving your baby or babies and you're giving them the love and support, salute to you. If you are a person in a union, co-parenting, or a single parent, let me do this real quick. This conversation is not about saying how fucked up you are. This conversation is about saying this is the conversation that you have with your children. Baby boy, baby girl. The situation do what you have to do to protect yourself. Take all the precautions to protect yourself, because I don't want you to repeat the same cycle I did. And that's what's important. That's what's important. It's I don't want you to do the same thing I did. I don't want you to go through high school and have 3 babies. I don't want you to say, well, I can't go to college because I have to pay for daycare and I have to do this. Or I'm about to piss somebody off. I'm not as a grandma about to take care of your fucking responsibility because you was out there twerking all night. Because you was out there bobbing and dicking all night. You was out there eating WAP all night. I'm not about, as a grandparent, I'm enjoying my motherfucking life. I'm not about to sit here with your twin babies, with your triplets, because you want to motherfucking be out there repeating the cycle every motherfucking year. That's what this conversation is about. That's what this is about. To stop that shit. To pause that shit. To be the friend that should have told you, bitch, stop. Motherfucking dude, put your penis up. Wipe your balls. Wipe your balls. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, man, it has to be that friend you got that's really gonna tell you the truth. That's really gonna be like, bruh, hey, chill, bro. Like, yeah, you a little off right now. Stay focused. Like, hey, and if you really serious about that girl, bro, here goes some condoms, bro. Here goes some condoms. Like hold on. I'm gonna show y'all. I don't know if I want to. It's in the back, but I'm just saying, hey, bro, here goes some condoms. Here go. You know, I mean, you want to stop the cycle. You want to stop the cycle of nonsense. You want to stop bringing babies into situations like, mama, daddy, I think, I don't know. Are y'all together? Y'all friends? Y'all ain't. What's so bad about it is y'all went from companionship to Netflix and chilling, Hulu and fucking. Stealing cable and licking. Y'all went from being cool and being able to talk about life, talk about, you know what I'm saying, just little knick-knack everythings, to hating each other, to not even being able to be in the same room. Enemies, exactly. How you hate a motherfucker? The baby ain't even fresh out the JJ yet. They still got placenta on their lip. Wipe the placenta off the baby lip. Y'all hating each other. You ain't even want to tell. You ain't even want to tell the man the baby was born. You hate that motherfucker so bad. You hate the man so much the baby came out looking like the man twin. I'm just saying. It's crazy. Y'all ain't even friends. You can't even talk anymore. But used to be besties. Used to be ace boon coons. That used to be your homeboy, your homegirl. Shit crazy. Shit crazy. Come on, let's finish this. Come on. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. I see y'all. I'm just having fun with this shit. It's funny.
But, you know, hopefully he sees this. He's always saying, I've always quoted this from him.
Miss Williams, you're exactly right. You're exactly right.
Having a baby, and as precious as they are,
inseparable.
It's not going to change you in his circumstance. It's just going to be another responsibility that you two are going to have.
You're right. You're right.
Women have to
You're exactly right.
Stop with thinking that. Like, you have a baby with a man, you don't know, for one, you don't know his family history. You don't know the mental history. You don't know if you want this MF in your life like that. You got to think about those things. A one-night stand should not solidify 18 years or the rest of your life with someone. Trust and believe. Because it could be the worst mistake of your life. When you thinking it's going to be...
You're right, Raz girl. You're right.
Okay. Hello, Leona. Hello, Latanya.
Boy, that Spin Fire be giving some shout outs. She be giving some shout outs, goddamn. She like Patti LaBelle on stage. Hey, baby, how you doing?
You're not going to sit up
how your mama doing?
And automatically get pregnant and he's just going to leave his wife or his girl. He's just going to want you. He's just going to all of a sudden fall in love with you because you're the mother of his child.
Right.
That's not true. That's not going to happen like that. And you may not like him like that. You see, because once you have a baby, you can't turn back. You can't give the baby back. You can't fold it up, put it back in the womb, put it back in the semen. You can't do none of it. Once you're ready, it's done. See what I'm saying? So I think
y'all spitting some fire up in this chat room. Y'all spitting some fire for real. Y'all get some people in here. They need to hear this.
For it not to happen. But at the same time, the woman will flip more of the burden. Because when we have babies, the bonding that we have, we're not trying to give up our custodial rights to our baby. Okay. But at the same time, you gotta ask yourself, do you want to spend 18 years co-parenting with somebody you don't know? Especially for one night stand. Because you may not ever get along. And that child is going to be the one that suffers the most.
I was on pause.
Have mom and dad get along. Okay. You're able to co-parent to raise them.
There you go.
So you don't want something innocent. Let
me pause it real quick. I wanted to say something. 18 years of hating a person that you had a child with. Whether it was a one-night stand, a situationship, whether they were cheating and you know, on their wife or on their spouse or whoever they was messing with, and y'all got together, boom, boom, boom. Either way it go, a pregnancy happened, a baby happened, or whatever it could be. 18 years of hatred, 18 years of disrespect, 18 years of pointing the finger, 18 years of deflecting, 18 years of toxic behavior, 18 years of narcissistic actions, 18 years of disrespecting the other parent and trying to one-up the other parent and point. Bruh, stop having babies. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Just stop. 18 years. You don't even like him. You don't even like her. Why are you having a baby? Why are you and some of y'all are raising the children up. This goes for whoever the custodial parent is. Raising the children up to promote hatred for the non-custodial parent. And you, for some reason, think that that is positive. For some reason, that is great. Somebody should applaud you. I'm not just talking about women. I'm talking about men too. I've seen men as a custodial parent do the same shit that women do. This is not subjective or pointing the finger out to one fucking. Let me talk about the men. I'm about to piss some. Come here, fellas. Come here. Come here. Put the beard oil down. Put the beard oil down. Tell Hassan Campbell, get the buttermilk off his back. Tell him sit down. Get the fruit cups off his back. Tell him come here. I know he's used to the buttermilk and the fruit cups on his back. I don't know. Come here. Let me talk to all of y'all. Kevin Samuels, come here. Let me holler at you, bro. Let me talk about high value too. Kwame! I'm gonna send some shit to your shoe drive. I got you. I'm tracking everything. Tell Derek Jackson tell him fix his crown. Tell Derek Jackson fix his crown. Tell him fix his crown. Oh shit, shot fired. But check this out, fellas. We gotta do a better job, man. We gotta do a better job, man. I understand that sometimes we get caught up in situations. No, fuck that. Sometimes we put ourselves, we deliberately, damn, do you see this girl? Oh Lord, I just want to drink your bath water. Sometimes we put ourselves deliberately in situations that we know is not good. When we leave that lady house, we be like, man, we know that lady got a husband. We know that lady got a boyfriend. We know that lady in a committed relationship, but we just can't say no, right? We meet somebody at the club, shit. We meet somebody at the church. We meet somebody at the Waffle House, whatever the case may be, and we just say, you know what, fuck it, I'm raw dogging tonight. Tonight, I'm barebacking. I'm just saying, sometimes we just like, we like to say we live in our best life, and some people say, hey, that's reckless behavior, that's dangerous. Any grown ass man, nobody's perfect. We get it. But I personally don't feel that 5 minutes, I mean, mine's last longer than I'm just saying, everybody ain't you. Everybody ain't you. Your 1 minute of stroking should not equal an 18-year commitment. Especially with a woman that you don't really take serious like that, with a woman you don't know. Spitting Fire did a great job. You don't know what her mental is. You don't know what her family history is. You don't know if she's financially stable. You want to talk about credit. She just want to talk about hair. You want to talk about traveling. She just want to talk about the person next door. You want to talk about opening up a job and being an entrepreneur. I'm opening up a job. Starting a business and being an entrepreneur. She want to talk about goddamn going to the skating ring. It just don't match up. This shit, it's different levels. She just vibrating. She ain't vibrating like that. But she got a fat ass. She got big tits. Can I talk to the fellas? God damn it. Put a little water. Let me lubricate the situation. Pause. I understand that we put ourselves in some fucked up situations, but my thought process is, if a baby is born, if the woman decides, hey, I'm gonna have this baby come hell or high water, despite all the trial and tribulations, despite if we're together, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, I'm going to tell men something that every man around you should told you. I wish somebody would have told me, brother, be patient. Brothers, be patient. Because it's going to take patience to get you through the situation. Patient. However, I don't believe that no woman should raise a child by themselves. I don't believe that a woman that is having your child, regardless if you wanted the child or not, I don't believe that you should let her go at it alone. And I'm hoping that she is not one of those vindictive and bitter women that set barriers up and make it damn near impossible for you to get to your child. I've seen that. I've been there. I understand it. But the thought process right now, I just want you guys to understand is, be patient. Work on your mental, emotional, physical, financial, and spiritual fitness. Be patient enough to build yourself up in every aspect. That way, when you have to deal with whoever that person is, you don't feel the need to go ham all the time. You know what I'm saying? You don't feel the need to curse her out. You don't feel the need to, goddamn it, want to goddamn send her ass to the upper room. Like, be patient, because that patience is going to wear off. That sense of calmness, that sense of control in the eye of the fire, in the heat of the storm. I'm telling you right now, it's going to save you a lot of problems if you are patient. I ain't saying be nobody's sucker, but see, here's the thing. A lot of times we do this thing where, ego gets involved. A lot of times we do this thing where we're beating our chest and we want everybody to know, hey, ain't nobody punk. You ain't gonna talk to me any type of way. You got me fucked up. And you're trying to prove this in front of your kids. You're trying to prove this in front of total strangers. You're trying to prove yourself. Well, if you know yourself, if you know your worth, if you're patient enough to handle the conversation, know when to cut the conversation off, when to start the conversation, and where to have the conversation at, and who's important enough to have the conversation with. I'm telling you, gentlemen, be patient. Be mentally patient. Be financially patient. Be emotional and physically patient. Be spiritually patient. Be patient. Be patient. Let's get back to this.
Okay, to be affected by something, or it was out of lust or deception. All right, that's one of the things that you have to understand. Now, women also have to understand, if you got a baby with the fling or one night stand or whatever the situation is, you can't. You got to stop this when he gets someone else. You got an attitude. You was never there. You was a piece of butt.
Piece of butt.
Piece of sausage.
Sausage.
See, I said something.
Butt and sausage.
In my commentary
a few months ago. A rib shack. Let me get some butt and sausage.
Some of you
barbecue, please.
The story that I told a girlfriend of mine. We ended up falling out over it. Not the same girlfriend. And I told her a story about the house. Yes, you agree? Okay, so listen.
Yeah. Let me do something real quick. Raz girl, you were exactly right. I hold both parties responsible. Let's not get this fucking twisted at all. Just in case y'all missed the video from yesterday, I hold both of you motherfuckers responsible. All right? If you didn't get snipped, okay, a vasectomy or wear a condom, motherfucker, that's on you. If you didn't goddamn take birth control or put the patch or whatever the fuck you need to do, that is both of your responsibilities. Let's not get it twisted. So that's why I'm so tired of seeing, because if it starts off 50-50 that nobody took the responsibility or the precautions they needed to take, how the fuck did we get to, oh, well, now he a deadbeat, or now this and that? No, motherfucker, it's both of your responsibility. That baby, guess what? Y'all a team now, motherfucker. Whether you want to be in the house with her, whether you want to be down the street, whether you want to be in another state, the fact of the matter is, regardless, whatever the needs of that child is, guess what? Team fucking horny ass mom and horny ass dad. Y'all team horny, and y'all need to take care of y'all responsibility together. Fuck all the blaming and the social media shaming and the name calling and oh, I'm gonna get all these people again. Fuck all that. It's both of y'all responsibility. I don't care where you from, who you think you are, how many people it's both of y'all responsibility. And people do a whole great job at saying, oh, well, no, it's just the man's fault. The woman should have chose better. They both was horny. When they was there goddamn swinging on the goddamn shower rod and from the chandeliers and butt naked in the Holiday Inn, we wasn't there. It's both of their fucking faults. And they both need to work together to goddamn make sure that child has everything that they need to do. That's why I said, instead of trying to run over here and get a third party to help condemn the other parent, that's the stupidest shit ever. Can you imagine as a child growing up watching your mom condemn your father and vice versa, watching your father condemn your mom? You know how stupid that is? And then some people, some people say, well, let me go get my new girlfriend and we'll condemn the other parent together. Let me go get my new boyfriend. Let me go get my new husband, my new wife. We'll condemn the other parent together. Bro, you the sorriest motherfuckers ever. The sorriest motherfuckers ever. Let's play this shit.
Let's get good. Let's get good. So, we are grown folk. We have needs. We want to feel companionship or physical ship.
David said I wore a condom.
And sometimes
You must have wore a big condom because it slipped off. Your condom was too big, David. I'm just fucking with you, bro.
Sometimes we as women know if he the one or he just the one for the night. Because it doesn't matter, because you can have a fling or a friends with benefits situation.
You was working too hard. You was working too hard, David. It busted. You gotta let her do some work.
He just not the one that set the fire there. But
next time, look. Next time, dip your condom in some cooking grease. Yeah, some canola oil. Right. Yeah. Do that and see what happens. I just want to know what happens. I don't know if it's gonna work, but it might be interesting to watch it. If you start smelling something like fried chicken, then you know some burning bacon. Maybe it's something wrong. Okay, I'm just saying, dip it in canola oil and do it. Dip it and twirl your shit counterclockwise into the canola oil. Yeah, and then walk out into the sun and just give it 15 minutes and then go back in. It's gonna change your life. I promise. It's gonna change your life. Forever.
He can stretch it for you, know what I mean? So, you sit up here, and what a lot of women do, tough, they let the back door, and I'm going to say it, I'm going to be frank, because it's been by, goddammit. They let the back door nigga come through the front door. And for those of you who don't understand what I mean by that, I'm going to tell you what I mean. I'm going to sum it up real quick, because I'm going to be on here all night.
Right.
And what I mean by that is this. The back door nigga is the person that comes in at night and leaves before dawn. No one knows who he is, and if you tell someone you're going to deny it, he's just your little secret. He's your little distraction. That's all he is. Whenever you get an itch, he doesn't come often. He comes when you want him to come. And he comes in through the back door at night, and he leaves in the morning before the sun comes up. Because he ain't your man, and you don't like him like that, and you don't love him like that. And you don't care if he's out and got somebody else. He's just the back door. But the problem with that is sometimes you women get that mixed up. Men perfected it a long time ago, but y'all getting mixed up. Y'all just now learning this game. Men been on it. This is why they have babies by side women and one night stands, because they got it. But when a woman gets pregnant, it ain't nothing they can do, because once the woman gets pregnant, it's all her decision. He loses his rights to say anything about whether he should have a baby or not. So, get back to the backdoor nigga. So the backdoor nigga again is somebody that come in at night and leave before dawn. You don't tell nobody, It's your secret. Because he's just to pass the time until maybe you get somebody or he gets somebody or whatever. Then it's over. And it ain't no love lost. Once he don't hear from you no more, he already know what it is. But some of y'all get so lonely and think that the backdoor nigga should come to the front door. Now the front door nigga is the one that meets your family, meets your friends, meets your kids. He's the one you take out on a date and show everybody. He's the one you dress up for and look good and show your co-workers and show your girlfriends pictures of where y'all go. He's the front door nigga. He's the one you potentially having a relationship with and want to have a life with, potentially. You see. And some of you women let the backdoor nigga come in through the front door. And when you do that, you realize all hell broke loose. But you didn't pay attention. He was the backdoor nigga for a reason. And so now that you have a baby with this Backdoor nigga, you'll find all kinds of Pandora boxes open. All kinds of skeletons fell out the closet, family crazy as hell, schizophrenic give you hell, he giving you goddamn hell. The kid may have some damn health issues that run in the bloodline. All kinds of shit done happen. All because you let the Backdoor nigga come to the front door and you couldn't differentiate the difference. Now, that being said, you got to understand that if you did make this mistake and have a baby with the Backdoor nigga, you got to allow him to go on and live and still understand what the role was when you had a baby. Ain't no, he got a woman that I want her around. I mean, ain't none of that. Ain't none of that. It takes a woman to be secure to know. Jealous of something that was the Backdoor in the first place is stupid. And then the innocent child loses both parents. Because all they know is that the both parents bigger all while they were growing up. Issues. Then Tuck was talking about women.
Salute. Had to take a bathroom break. My daughter ain't want me to come back.
When the man do meet someone else, how they sit there and grill the child when they come home. He said, that's child abuse.
Facts.
That's child abuse.
Facts.
When that child goes with their father, for whatever the weekend is, or whatever.
Let me check your comments real quick.
And I ain't even got to ask you if you had a good time, because it's not like you're on a field trip, you with your dad. You get what I'm saying? You with your dad. And it's dad's responsibility to be with somebody that is going to be accepting of the child.
Facts.
Because then that's when dad and I will have an issue. It's not your place to grill your child. Who is she? How she look? What they got? What it is? No. If you're a secure woman.
Y'all need to share this. That's fire. That's spitting fire.
So, I'm giving you an example.
Shit. Spitting fire. I need Kwame Brown to play stuff like this, man. We need to get this on to the masses. They need to, this conversation need to be had mainstream. Tell Kevin Samuels pull up. I got to talk to him about some shit. We got some things we need to do. Let's build some people up for real.
I did not get in that. I did not influence that. The woman that I was, when she came over here, what my job was as a stepmother was to spoil her and then send her back home.
Let me do something real quick. Hey, again, salute to everybody in the chat room. I appreciate y'all rocking out with Tough Love on this Sunday. Great day, man. Great day. You know what I'm saying? Great day. I really appreciate everybody giving this feedback inside the chat room. Hopefully you guys are getting the narrative of we're holding both parents responsible. There's no you're more wrong than that person and all this other bullshit that people try to promote. We're not trying to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? The woman that's I'm actually providing commentary to, it's kind of sort of in response, but you know what, Spitting Fire, this is not even a response. This is just an open dialogue. So I salute Spitting Fire for Spitting Fire is the content creator's name. Y'all go check her out. Dope content creator. Just having this open dialogue about a situation that is near and dear to a lot of people's heart, especially when you have children, because it can put you in a tight spot. Having children, whether you're the man or the woman, it brings out a lot of emotions. It brings out a lot of things that, first of all, it brings out the best and the worst of people. You see what I'm saying? And I think that what happens is that sometimes we forget that, you know, the other person is human too. We forget the trial and tribulation that the woman is going through, the man is going through. We forget everything that's surrounding, the situation. And sometimes we don't get a chance to know the person that we're dealing with until something happens, until we go through something. So this is the type of dialogue I think that, yes, needs to be pushed out to those bigger platforms so people can say, you know what, hey, I'm glad somebody said it, and it wasn't in a manner where we trying to disrespect men or disrespect women, but we're going to hold both parties responsible and then try to stop this generational curse and try to stop the narrative of let's just have a baby because we think everything's going to be okay after the fact. Let's get back to it.
And I didn't have a baby in hopes of taking from her or anything else because they are far apart in age. Mm-hmm. I was secure with myself. Because when I had my daughter, I wanted to have her.
I'm gonna let it play. Spit and Fire. We need to put a panel together, and we need to talk about step parenting. That is a great conversation that I feel like a lot of people are gonna resonate with. Let's do a panel, and let's, and let's sit down. If anybody that wants to be a part of that panel, feel free to reach out to myself or Spit and Fire, and let's do a panel on step parenting. The pros and the cons of step parenting. I think that would be a great conversation to have. So let's do that. You know what I'm saying? David says, I blame R. Kelly. Spit, get him, Spit. Hey, listen, man. Y'all better leave R. Kelly alone. But let's do a conversation, an open dialogue about step parenting and the pros and cons of that, or whatever the case may be. I think that'd be dope. That's something Raz Girl can jump on, and anybody else that's in the chat room right now. I know there's a lot of dope content creators that can really add to that, or whatever the case may be, to that conversation. So y'all let me know when y'all want to do that. Hopefully sooner than later. The Guy Jackson podcast says I'm down. I'm down for it. I'm a stepdad. Salute. You know what I'm saying? I think that'll be great. To have that conversation, because there's definitely some pros and cons, especially if you're the stepdad or stepmom dealing with a vindictive parent, that the child is with you and that person wants you to now join them in their vindictive narrative. This is going to be a great conversation. Let's get that started, man. Let me play a little bit more of this, or whatever case me, and I'm gonna wrap this thing up.
Whether I was with him or not, I wanted to be a mother. And I knew that I was financially ready and be responsible, whether it was going to be single parent or we were going to be involved. And we ended up getting married. So. But the fact of it is, I was ready. I had 10 years on my job. I had a house already. I had a vehicle already. I had things myself. So I said, I'm ready. But on the other hand, with her, and she told me out of her mouth, as when I met her, they was a fling, a one-night fling. And all this hell this woman sent him through. I said, well, why did she let the backdoor? Because my husband was the backdoor nigga. So why would she have a backdoor nigga? I ain't judging her. We all had itches we need to scratch. But you gotta know when they the backdoor. You gotta know it. You have to know it. You know when you lay down with him, you wasn't in love. So why all of a sudden you get pregnant, you in love? Why all of a sudden he's supposed to be the man you want to be? And then women a lot of times.
Let me do this, Spit. Let me do this. I'm gonna be real, man. This might hurt some people's feelings. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's really fuck your feelings, okay? Fuck your feelings. This ain't about nobody's feelings. But here's my thought process, man. A lot of people look at other people as a come up. I think I can turn this air down a little bit. A lot of people look at other people as a come up. I'm gonna have this baby because you got good credit, you got benefits, you pretty popular. Hey, shit, you got good teeth and you dress nice and whatever the case may be. People find a reason to say, you know what, this is my stepping stool. This is my way in. You talked about the backdoor dude or whatever. Shit, hey, some people aren't they the backdoor vagina. They the backdoor penis. And they said, well, this is going to get me in the front door. This baby right here is going to get me the benefits that I wanted. You know what? I always wanted to have a nice fancy car, a big fancy house. I always wanted somebody with a credit score over fucking 400. This baby is a meal ticket. This baby is a way for me to win. Because a lot of times we sit down and say, well, why would you have the baby? If you have such a disdain for this man or a disdain for this woman, why would you have a baby? But you got y'all ain't saying the truth. It's a couple versions that y'all missing. People looking at this kid as a come up. How many of these women hang around army installations and try to get pregnant by these GIs, these soldier members on post? Have you ever listened to, I actually was privy to a conversation where a woman was telling me, right? I'm not going to tell you the profession, y'all probably could guess. But while she had clients, the clients used to come to her and talk about how they got pregnant and how they get over on military men by using their chain of command, by saying, I'm going to manipulate the chain of command and say, okay, well, he has a child he's not taken care of, so I need this as a benefit. I need this much money to live here, or I need to do X, Y, and Z. Bruh. And I'm sitting, especially as a military member, and I'm like, wow. Now, not that I didn't know it. It's just interesting hearing it come from a woman who said there are several hundreds of women out there that do this. If you are anybody that's in the military that know what I'm talking about, put the information down in the chat. Just say, yes, I know. Yes, I know. So when we ask, why did you have the baby? Just like she said, sometimes it ain't about love. No, it's about position. It's about power. It's about you being a meal ticket. You being a meal ticket. And some people want to go along for the ride. And that child is a way in. How many celebrities right now are getting pregnant by such and such and such and such because they know this is a meal ticket. This is going to put money in my pocket. This is going to give me status. This is going to give me clout. I'm just saying. And I'm going to be honest with you. Your military personnel, anybody with some benefits, they don't have to be a celebrity, but anybody that has more than what you have and you see it as a benefit to your life or a meal ticket, they're a celebrity. They're average at best, but they're a celebrity to you because they have more than you. Let's just say you live in the hood. They have a house out in the goddamn suburbs somewhere. Come up. Your credit's been bad all your life. They got a goddamn 750 credit score. Come up. You ain't never had a car in your name. They got 2 cars. Come up. I want you to think about this. So when we ask, well, why would you have the baby? Oh, there's some reasons why. It ain't got nothing to do with love. It ain't got nothing to do with love. And you can tell how easily they dismiss or they characterize the non-custodial parent because it don't, like, when they're talking, it'll never sound like there was some love there at all. Like it almost sounds like a business proposition or some shit. Like, oh, well, it just didn't work out because he wasn't doing what he's supposed to do. Yada, yada, yada. Well, did you ever love that person? Did you ever respect that person's thoughts? Did you ever help that person and support that person and build that person up? A lot of these vindictive ass people, and that goes for male and females, you'll notice that when they're talking about someone else, they never talk about how they helped the person become successful. Because 9 times out of 10, when they met the person, they was already successful. They were already in a position of success. I don't know. I'm gonna let this shit play. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments.
To try to control a man. That's not a tool of control. That's a human being. A human being that needs both of you. She did that. One of the things I remember she did, and I just laughed, because I did not allow my husband to spew negativity on her with me. I'm a woman.
Okay.
Because I would say to him, if you ever tried to do that, you picked him. You picked him. That's what I see. See, I've always taken accountability for stuff. You picked him. That's why a lot of family members don't like when they say I'm too funny. I'm too stern. They say I'm too militant. So, maybe so. They say I'm too harsh or hard. Not harsh, but hard. I am. I'm a very strict disciplinarian. So, my stepdaughter found that out. When she came to stay with us, she hurried up and went back to her mama's house.
Hold on real quick. Let me tell you this, spitting fire. Come on over here, sister. Come on. Never kick yourself in the butt because you have standards and morals. Because you promote a household or relationship or a focal point where you want things to be in order. Like, I think a lot of people, when they don't have standards and morals and they kind of live whimsical and they do whatever they want to do, they want to be wild and loud and disrespectful and think that that's the way to live and everything's about being lit, and it's never a chance to really sit down and have a conversation. You'll notice that a lot of people who live their life like that, they're always in this daze. And they never really have the tough conversations, or they never can really get through anything because they never ever sat down to focus on anything. So in the military, I used to call soldiers like that never could stay focused. I used to say, hey, listen, knucklehead, check this out. Sometimes you got to make a decision in life whether you're going to be serious about your life or whether you're going to let other people dictate for your life. And when you let other people dictate for your life, you're going to find yourself in a situation where, you know what, damn, man, I wish I would have made that decision for me, versus letting somebody else make a decision for you. And that's what this is about. This conversation is so much deeper than just surface level. Letting someone else make the decision for you. And that's what I'm talking about. Men, protect your penis and be more frugal with, you know what I'm saying, what it is that you're doing. Look at certain situations and say, man, do I really want to be with this woman? Because if it's a one-night stand, hey, bro, I'm far from the perfect person. But I'm saying, if it's going to be a one-night stand, make sure you protect yourself. Make sure that you look at this situation and say, you know what, man, this is only temporary. This is a fly-by-night. All right, this is backdoor vagina. But when you the issue is that when you put someone in position, and some people you can put in position, i.e. temporarily in your bed, temporarily in your vehicle, temporarily in your life, and they can try to make themselves permanent. They can try to make themselves permanent. And I think that's the issue with a lot of men who have resentment for people who try to make themselves, or make women who try to make themselves permanent. And that goes both ways. When you try to make yourself permanent in somebody's life and they didn't accept you in their life, they didn't send for you, they didn't call for you, they stopped at the gas station, was like, oh yeah, okay, y'all bump and jump and shit. Now all of a sudden there's a baby, and now all of a sudden you got to stay at this gas station for the next 18 years. Well, goddamn, I was about to go to Acapulco. I was about to get a pina colada and shit. Let's let it play.
Because when I had to come in and be the stepmother, and you have to come in with me because you're out of order, I'm going to treat you like I treat mine. And I'm going to tell your mother, and I'm going to tell your father. And if they're not on board with it, then you can stay with one. So she had some bad grades when she came to stay with me. And my first card marker, she was on honor roll. My daughter stayed on honor roll. I'm very adamant about instilling self-esteem in kids.
Mm-hmm.
So she tried to be manipulative. The kids can be manipulative. Mm-hmm. She tried to come over there and say what her stepfather won't let her do it. You're not going to do that.
Right.
You don't do that. You don't talk about your mama and her husband in my home.
Mm-hmm.
You're wrong.
You know what? I'm going to wrap this up right there. Again, if you guys want to hear the rest of this commentary, make sure that you run over there to Spitting Fire. Check out Dope Content Creator. The other person that I played was Tripping with Trip. Y'all make sure that y'all go check out those content creators. Fire. I'm going to say something in regards to your child being in another home and then coming to stay with you or whatever case may be. Everybody has a different way of how they raise their children. They're going to instill and implement certain things that they feel that are important and priorities to their life. So if you say respect is a high priority, cleaning up after yourself is a high priority, whatever it is that you deem necessary to say this is what we hold important, make sure that you know the priorities of the other household too, because sometimes people or your children can play the priorities of the households against one another, and they can keep bullshit. Yes, I said it. Your child can keep bullshit up too. So don't, as the mom or the dad in new relationships or in other relationships, get pulled into a situation where, oh, well, they're making me clean my room. Well, shouldn't nobody have to make you clean your room? You know what I'm saying? They won't let me eat and watch TV at the same time. Well, hey, it's family time. Let's just have this conversation. So whatever your priorities are, make sure that you, if you can, have a conversation with the person home that they're coming from and say, hey, these are my standards inside my house or whatever case may be. And hopefully you guys can agree. And it's not even agree to disagree or whatever, because standards and morals are very important to instill in your child. Again, the top 5 that you feel are important, it may not be the top 5 in their house, but that don't mean those top 10 things are not going to help build your child up. It is very important that your child is around positive people. They're around people who know their worth and they're willing to instill values, standards, and morals. So I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. I'm hoping that you guys get something out of this. Again, I'm not a preacher, but I do got a message. Until next time, adult up. Peace.